Hi everyone, Sid here. I'm in the car, and I just wanted to shoot a quick video on my way to work. First of all, I hope you have a wonderful 2016 ahead of you. I hope your holiday season went well, and I wanted to shoot this real quick. I'm completely off script, so hopefully this video won't be too rambly, but this is actually the topic that I was talking about in my failed video that launched the Straight Razor Rants series, which only has one video in it right now. But the point of the matter is, I wanted to stress the importance of breaking out of the echo chamber and just being mindful of that phenomenon. I've alluded to that concept a couple of times in my recent videos, a little bit more. I think it was 2 videos ago on my video on bullshit detection 101, basically. And the goal with this, and I'm a huge fan of this, is to keep your mind sharp. And when you just consume things that you agree upon, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. If you consume media that you agree with and you don't challenge the consistency and the logic of the arguments that you hear, that is one way that you can become sloppy. And the other way is to remain in this echo chamber that I just alluded to. So I think that it's important to make a point to consume media that comes from a perspective that you actually disagree with. Now, personally, from my perspective, I know I sound like a righty on a lot of things, and I was actually thinking of shooting a video going into that. But basically, most mainstream media outlets and things like that typically come from the left, and they contain a lot of things that I disagree with. But I think that it's important for me to consume those regularly, just to seriously ponder the position. And that segues into another thing I wanted to mention. An important thing to keep in mind when you're consuming media, when you're breaking out of this echo chamber, when you're consuming something that comes from a different point of view than what you normally adopt, it is absolutely crucial to have an open mind, basically, and to be genuinely curious as to where this person is coming from and to what brought this person to the conclusion that they have. And it's important, because if you're not doing that, you're not really breaking out of the echo chamber. What you're doing, most likely, is you're kind of pretend debating with someone, and what looks like breaking out of your echo chamber is actually you're pretend debating someone in the opposite camp to more efficiently pwn them in a debate, which is good. I mean, I do that too, honestly. But it's important to pay attention to the mindset that you have when you're consuming this media, because I think that you have to be humble enough to be open to the possibility that you're wrong. And sometimes when you're consuming something that's the opposite view of what you believe, you can be, first of all, they'll pretend debate with you, and sometimes they can successfully point out a flaw in your reasoning, and that can help you further refine your position, which is kind of a fringe benefit, because that kind of happens by accident, because, as I just mentioned, the idea is to really be genuinely curious and to not pretend debate with the person that you're watching or listening to. But the other thing is, it might get you closer to the truth when you believe something that is wrong, that isn't true, and that the person that you're listening to or watching, let's just make this video. So the person that you're watching brings up something valid that is in their perspective. And when you're coming from that mindset of genuine curiosity, you can abandon the parts in your belief system that are false and get closer to the truth in that regard. I think that it reminds me of I think it was Stefan Molyneux who said that, where when I'm wrong and someone points it out to me, the truth always wins, because my commitment is to the truth. And if what I believe is true, then they can either refine it, or I'm going off script here. They can either refine it or just come up with a bunch of nonsense that isn't going to make any difference anyway. And if what they're saying, if what I believe is false and what they're saying is true, then I'm one step closer to the truth, and the truth will always win in that regard. And there's a point that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned before saying goodbye, and it's not coming to me. I'm just going to give myself a second to think. So let me just summarize what I've said so far. So the idea is when you... Oh, okay. I remembered what I forgot to say. An important element to me, anyway, when you're doing this, is to find something that you genuinely enjoy watching. And I think that it's important to do that because it kind of helps to breed it, to turn it into a practice and become a consistent practicer of at least watching this particular show. The example for me is The Daily Show. The Daily Show combined with my Facebook feed is where I get most of my news. And I think that The Daily Show is a truly entertaining, it's one of my favorite shows on TV. I think Trevor Noah has done an outstanding job of taking the torch and making the show his own, while continuing the tradition of The Daily Show of basically poking fun at righties and occasionally, and I know Jon Stewart did it. Trevor Noah, I don't know, I've missed more of his shows, I've been busy lately, but poking fun at lefties also when calling lefties out on their bullshit, basically. I know Jon Stewart called Obama out on some of his bullshit. I haven't really seen Trevor Noah do that yet, but who knows? The important thing is I enjoy it, and it comes from the left perspective, so I can build the habit of breaking out of the echo chamber. Now, of course, this is a fake news show, so as far as the position of genuine curiosity is concerned, it's not that ideal for me, but it still does the job of making it a practice for me of watching it. Now, another channel that I enjoy watching, and sadly I miss this YouTube channel because he hasn't published a video in several months. It's a channel called Libertarian, Socialist, Rants. I enjoy his videos because he's clearly more well-read than I am, and I chose those words very carefully. And I think that he does a good job of constructing his arguments. Sadly, I question his intellectual honesty because I've spotted a couple occasions in his videos where, for instance, he'll call out someone for straw manning, and then he'll straw man himself in that same video, basically failing the mirror test. But I think that basically I need another lefty type channel that I enjoy. Examples of channels that I don't enjoy. First of all, I don't know if Bill Maher is still doing his real-time show, but I fucking hate that show. The difference between real time and the Daily Show is that real time is the attitude is more like, oh geez, can you believe these idiots actually believe this? Oh man, let's be real right now, okay? I want to do. You really have to agree with what I'm saying, because isn't it obvious? I mean, duh, go read a book or something. Whereas the Daily Show is more, oh you believe this? Oh well, that's interesting. And when they'll interview some righty or something, the correspondent will be like, like listening really, listening with that face of curiousness, and then when the righty will say something that's coming from right field or left field, I don't watch baseball, then the correspondent will do this that kind of thing, like, wait a minute, did you just really say that? I enjoy the light sarcasm of the Daily Show compared to the you're an idiot if you disagree with me attitude in real time, which is why I really hate that show. Another YouTube channel that I don't enjoy, but I'll watch their videos sometimes, is the Young Turks. I don't really... Their way of laughing at righties is kind of stupid. They couldn't debate their way out of a wet paper bag, and I usually will watch a Young Turks video when for some other reason it's the content is really interesting for me. So I think that will be it. I would like, before I let you go, for you to send me some recommendations of channels that you think, or some media that you enjoy. I think that would help me out to build a repertoire of breaking out of the echo chamber, because the Daily Show takes 3 months vacation every 2 weeks, so I can't really rely on them. And I'd like to get into something that I enjoy. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and comment. And again, I really do want more avenues to break out of this echo chamber. So leave comments under this video if you have anything that you think is worth my attention, or anything that you enjoy. You know, I can filter it for myself. So thank you very much. You'll find links to my Twitter and my Tumblr under this video. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. That would help me out a lot. So that'll be it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon, hopefully from the bathroom. Take care.